There's a lot of words that were just said. Okay. We're gonna have 3 rows of 3 values. When they take the mouse coordinate, size of the cell, of which tells you the grid. I hear the tutorial sound. Is that good? Yes, yes. I have that on. It won't sound in the VOD, but if you're here live watching and listening to the tutorial as well. Okay. Yeah, I already have my list. Hello, I'm here to mansplain how to code. JK. You sit your ass down. Be repelled by the pink. The pink repels you. I'm just kidding. Hi, Eric. How you doing? I love you. The pink repels you. That should be like a thing. If somebody comes in to mansplain or to be a dick, just spam the pink compels you. Repels you. That'll be our thing. Pink repels you. No, pink, my one weakness. Yes! I say as I sip from my pink poutine tumbler. Yum yum. You have assets? I don't have assets yet, bro. Okay. Um, I don't have assets yet. I need to get some assets. Dang, okay. I need an X. I need to know. I have a few of those. I need to know. And then what else does he have? Crap. He's got a grid, 3x3 grid, an X, and an O. Okay, so I need those 3. Okay, I'm going to go grab my so I can draw some up because I want some in some cute colors. Yeah, where's my Apple pen? I can't find it. Oh, I got it. I have a hub where it's not going. Okay, I'll quickly draw up X, an O, and a grid in Procreate. I probably could quickly look up some, but I'm just gonna quickly draw up some. Hi, puppy. Okay, we want where can pick take. Oh, 900. Perfect. Okay. How do I make a grid? Ah! Okay, I'm gonna need a line. Quick. Question is, how do I make it? You know what? Let's just find a 3x3 grid. I'll just make the X's and O's. Not a grib. I need a grid. Ooh, yes. We'll go with this one. Save as. I'll put it in a folder called Game Tutorial Assets. Okay, cool. Rid of these lines, and now we're gonna shrink this and make an X and an O. In some pretty colors. Okay. What do we want to be the opposing? Obviously, we want a nice pink. Sticker. Laughing. Almost done, folks. And it's okay if it looks a little bit off because it looks hand-drawn, kind of, and that's what we're going for with this aesthetic. Because who plays digital tic-tac-toe anyways? Now, layer and do different color. Oh. Here. No, no. Parfait. Okay, we're gonna export this. Here. Have a Discord I use for transferring iPad computer in a seamless manner. Oh wait, no, it's supposed to have no! I forgot to take away the background. Transferred. Okay. Yes, you are seeing empty. That is fine. Yes, I'm doing this on my iPad, which is not connected to the stream. Sorry. I should have. Yes, you are fine. You are good. I'm currently just that quickly. Now I'm grabbing the assets from Discord. Put save, so that way I can throw it in Godot. Perfect. All right. Okay. And then I save this grid. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to open up where... Okay, so with Godot, you can add images to whatever... Tibbs! Hello, welcome in. How you doing? Thank you much for the sub. Hope you're doing well. How's it going? We're doing some game debbing. So with Godot, you can add assets to the game by just dragging and drop. Not to the game, but to the program by dragging and dropping. So I'm going to go to where I saved my assets. I've seen them You can't, but that's okay. We'll see them in a moment. I need to add an ad. Create new folder. Parfait. We're gonna put them in there. Select all. Drag and drop. And now y'all can kind of see I'm in the way a bit, but right here is where the assets are. Parfait. So we're up to where the tutorial is now. Okay, continue with the tutorial. I'm in 2D. All right, we're gonna go in here. We have an empty thingamabob. Parfaits are the most delicious things on the whole dang planet. Okay, we're gonna add sprite, 2D sprite. Bam. That's what he wants. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. How you doing? Okay, I gotta save. Saving is important. The assets folder. Oh, I didn't say. Hold on, cancel. I didn't change it. We're gonna change the name to board, like he did in the tutorial. Sippy sips. All right, everybody hydrate. I changed the name to board. Now I'm gonna save it in my assets folder. Wait, no, he had a scene folder, right? Okay, in his other tutorial, he had a scenes folder. I'm gonna do that so I can keep everything organized and separate. So go back out. Okay. Y'all can't see the pop-up that it gives me when I do. I'm currently creating a new folder. I call it scenes. That, and inside the save scenes folder, I'm gonna save board scene. Boom. See, I should have did this tutorial first before his snake tutorial because he's going in depth. And the snake tutorial, he was just like, I'm a drag and drop. I'm a copy paste. Tell you what I'm doing, but I'm copying and pasting, but give little context between everything. This is I should have did the tic-tac-toe first, but it's fine. Yes. All right. So, I can move. When I move my mouse when I'm not clicked on Godot, it doesn't show. But so yes, what he's talking about right here, the sprite 2D texture. This is where we can put the image for the grid. So I'm gonna grab the grid that's down here, click it, drag in. Woo! You could either drag it on here, but I'm just gonna drag it on here just in case. And there we go. I don't know how to without having. Bam! But this is obviously not where we want it to be. We want it to be down here in the actual window of the game. We'll have to fix that. That'll be the next steps. Getting ahead of them. Interesting. So he wants us to do 2 different scenes as well for the X's and O's. I saw somebody say in one of again, I don't have all that much information. I'm just learning here, but I'm just curious on how if his way he does stuff is different from other people because somebody comments before in his other in the other video that I followed being like it's shouldn't call all of the things to the main scene, which he'll probably show us in a moment, but it's interesting. I wonder if there's a different way doing it, but I don't know any other way, so we're gonna just follow what he's doing. Okay, so we're gonna do what we did with the grid. So new scene, Control N. Yes. Other node. Right. Rename it. Cross. Bam. Take the X, drag and drop it, put it right here. Bam. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? And then we will save, and we will save it in the scenes. Bam, and then do the same thing with O's. Go here, click scene. And then rename it to circle? I'll just call it circle, I guess. Circle! Then drag and drop the O. It's gonna look so cool. And save. Yes, I ended the YouTube back when the frames were dropping. I wasn't sure if that was causing an issue, so I just ended it, and then I just never re-upped. No worries. Okay, perfect. We have all of our assets in the game. Just skip ahead and it's okay. Or you just press the plus here. Look at that. Node. Bam. Oh, yeah, no worries. We had like a huge issue with frame drops, and I was freaking out and wanted to cry. But it's all good now. Good. We running. Everything's happening. Okay, so I made a basic node. Yeah, so this is what the person was talking about. So I'm curious if there's another way of doing it without having to pull everything, but maybe it's like, oh, because I think I did do a different tutorial a while ago where in the function it called upon a scene. So like in the like I made a like a titles like a main menu, and then I made like the beginning of like an interactive novel thingy. So like I pressed the start menu and then it started like a whole like sequence, so, like with the background and some text or whatever. So I guess because they're different, but when you click on the button, it calls the other scene. Maybe I don't know. I'd have to learn and practice different ways of doing it. For now, I will focus. Jeez, my brain. See, my brain is already doing the thing like, okay, I can do all that really quick. Well, when the form of you explaining it, my brain already knows what you want me to do. That, and then I'll probably miss out on a lot of things that he's trying to say because I'm just so impatient. Okay, so I will click this. I will pull through the board. Bam. So I went here to the main. I clicked this link, like a linking icon. I pulled the board onto the board's still here, but it's also now showing in the main. Yo, the guy knows exactly. Same wavelength, 900. I'm not a doctor, therefore I have no patience. Oh my god, you're funny. Okay, so we're gonna go into project settings. We're gonna go to display, the window. We're gonna change it to 900 and 900. Make it a square. There we go. Is she a square now? You see the blue line? Good try. You succeed. All right. Wait, what? 600 pixels tall? See, this is case in point example. Why do you have it so wide and so short, bruh? Oh. Okay, okay. So yeah, what he was showing was this, and oh, look at that. This thing is so tiny. But it's so tiny. Why did it set up here instead of, hold on. Oh, okay, just follow the tutorial. Want height is 600. That's what he wants. Because this itself is ooh. Okay, oh, scale? Scale. Want this? Nope, we want it linked. Control. Shift. I did not check the size of this thing. You know what? I should remove this and make it the size that they need it for the game. Okay. Delete this from assets. Don't worry. It'll be fine. Remove. Don't worry. This is just still showing. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to go to my program. Computer. If I have to give a tip for any tutorial maker out there, you need to give a list of things you'll need at the beginning of the tutorial. Like, if I have to give any constructive criticism, why is my thing not moving? Oh, yes, because I lowered it. Hello. Okay. Like, if I'm going to give any constructive criticism to this tutorial, it'll be like, hey, for this tutorial, you will need a board size tile, a board with that is this size, pixel by pixel. You'll need an X and an O at these size pixels. That would be fantastic. Start off your tutorials with a list of things you'll need, just like a baking recipe. At the beginning of the recipe, it tells you exactly what you need. It tells you need like 2 cups of this, 1 cup of that, a teaspoon of this. It isn't just in the, you know, when you try to figure it out while you're tutorialing of making the recipe. You know what I'm trying to say? That would be just very helpful. Very helpful. What am I doing now? I'm going into my art folders. I'm going to my game dev tutorial. Thank you. And I'm changing the size of this resolution. We need it to be, I assume, 600 by 600. Yes. Okay. Now I'm going to go back into the Godot. Back to where I have the thing. Drag and drop it. Put it in here. Great. And now I will take this new asset and I'm going to drag and drop it. Put it in your pocket. Why is it too big now? You guys can't see any pop-up windows do this. That's fine. Why? moment like this. Oh, wait, I think I know what happened. Okay, hold on. Can I clear this? Can I clear this? Clear. It's because I had it stretched out, that's why. Now if I just take this, plop this in. Hold on. No. You know what? Let me just delete this board. And then we'll just remake a new one. Or, hold on. Ah, can we reset this to normal? Reset everything to normal. That's what you do. That's what you do. Okay. Then I put the board in. And then we set it to size. Okay, we figured it out. Troubleshooting at its best. Okay, that's what happened. It's because I had it stretched out from when it was its smaller size, and then it kept its stretched outness, the scales, here. And I should have just reverted it. Fine, okay. But we got there. We got there. We're fine. Everything is okay. Okay. Oh, play panel. Did he call the circle a knot? Knots and crosses? Did I just miss that entirely? We're scripting. Yay! We're going to script. Alright, so click on the main, and then we click nope. On the main, and we click this little button right here. It's scripting! BRB gonna make an omelet. Yum yum. Still morning for me? Enjoy. If I enjoyed omelets, I would be jealous, but unfortunately I don't. I'm still mad at myself. I don't like omelets. Eggs just I can't. Okay, we're creating a script. Yay! We're gonna script and code. Let's go. Get hype. Okay, yeah. So from looking, see, this is where I don't want to. Okay. Move the YouTube video over here. Cinema mode. There we go. Get rid of the. Slide this over. Ah, parfait. Now I can have the YouTube video. Since I don't have YouTube going, I can have the video on top of most of OBS. Hi, Twitch. Excuse me. Looking at what I have, because like he's working on a version of Godot that's 2 years older, and yeah, so in his he doesn't have this text here. It's just got delta brackets of the float for the void. Call extends node. Called when the node enters. Cool. Ignoring those. F me, F you! I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. Following along. Got. So function, to call a function, func. func. I'm sorry, I'm an adult. Underscore input event. I don't know. So we are so the function itself is called underscore input. That's what it's called. The event, I believe, is what kind. Wait, sorry. The name of the function is, yeah, underscore input. That's the name of the overall function. So when we want to call that function, that's what we put in. Is like a call underscore input. Event, I believe, is the type of function that it is. I think he's about to explain it to us, so I should stop doing guesswork. Okay, yeah. So yeah, the type of input, or so the input is a defined function already in Godot, and the underscore is telling Godot that hey, we want to use that function, but for specifically what we are looking for. An event is things like uh, keyboards, inputs, and mouse clicks. Ugh, this is a lot. Trying to wait until he's done. Okay, don't run it yet. Don't run it yet, man. Don't run it yet. I'm not there yet. Okay, okay. So what he has written out. All right, so we have an if statement. If event is input event mouse button. So these are preset, pre-made things. So function defined thing. Um, then event. I don't remember him explaining this line at all. Even though I just listened to him, I did not take in what he said about this. And then he's just putting in a print just to out. Then, uh, okay. So at least in this, he's explaining every line, unlike the other one. So it's probably because he did this one first, and then he's like, "Oh, I don't want to re-explain the tutorial." So I should definitely look at the timeline. Somebody's tutorials if I have. Let me re-listen to what this line means. Oh, it's checking for which mouse button was it. Oh, but okay, so he does this as a test. Okay, like oh, no main selected. Select. And you guys can't see it. It's fine. But if you'll see in the my coding thing down here where I click, it should yep, it's showing where I clicked. It's showing it double though. Okay, it's showing double for him as well. Oh, it's the press and release. Okay, it's the press down and then the release of it. That's why it's double input. Okay, but hey, it's tracking that I'm clicking it. Being tracked. All right, how are we doing? We having a good time? Having a good time, y'all. How I know we're barely gotten into this. How are we doing with this format? I don't know. It's my first time doing it like doing this at all. Here to have a good time, and we're learning alongside each other. If you're able to go faster than me, go ahead fast. But just wonder how y'all are vibing, or if you just like watching me. How are we? Adding additional check. Event. Now it should only happen when we click. Yeah. Sick. Okay, we're adding a check. Make it a variable, baby. You should know the size of it. You put it in the game. Right now he's, yeah, redefine. Okay. Hmm. Oh, okay. Okay, so he's showing how if you don't know what the size of the thingy is, good. By thingy, it's a very technical term. A thingy is used in place of a word that you cannot recall at the time that you were talking about it. Um, the texture, which is the board itself. So we're gonna be calling from the child, okay? And I know for Twitch, if y'all are watching this live, y'all just heard him say that. But if I post this again on YouTube and like edit it down, they're not gonna know because the YouTube video is not being captured in the audio recording, which is by design because I don't want him to come for me and YouTube to come for me either. But I am gonna obviously link to it and everything so that way people can also follow along and do the things if they want to do it too. That's why I'm re-explaining everything he's just saying, almost everything that he's saying. Okay. So in order for us to figure out the size, just because like we could eventually change the size of the board, so he's future-proofing this. Duh, Marv. He's future-proofing. Okay. Okay, he's moved on to the error he's getting. Okay, we're gonna get to the error that he's currently getting. Okay, so we have the variable has been defined. Board size, it is an integer. Solid number. Board underscore size. We're gonna define it now. By what it is. So it is $, because we're going to be calling upon the node of board and its size of that. It is what it is. Where's the $? It's the 4. $, board, text, text, get with it. Okay, now he's got an error. We've got the same error. Let's figure out how to solve it. Oh, it's because you can't assign it outside of, you can't define variables outside of functions. Okay, so we're gonna define, we can't define variables like this outside of function, so we're gonna put it inside a function. We're inside the ready function, which is called upon when the game starts. So when the game starts, it's gonna define the size of the board. Bam! Okay, I'm gonna do what he does in the. I'm like, I don't need to do that step. I'm like, you know what? Just damn, I'll do it just in case. Board size. Nope, with the bracky. Save. And then voila, 600. Decades. Perfect. Oh. But oh my god. Okay, so what he did here, so he put a note in here. I like adding these notes too because it tells you what each of the sections, everything, like that's what it's doing. It's a note to tell you what that code is doing. So the comment here is to check if mouse is on the game board. So what we did is, well, why is he? Check 19. Ah, it broke. Got the same. He had the same error though. What happened? Expected indented block. Did I not indent something? I didn't indent it. Bam. Okay, we're fine. Oh my god. We're fine. Okay, so check if mouse is on the game board. So if event position, so if the mouse is within the board size, we're gonna print out the mouse's location. All right, I'm on the board. I'm gonna go click off the board. Y'all can't see it. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all can't see it, but I'm clicking off of it. Click, 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 and it's not printing anything. Now I'm back on the board. Sick. Okay. You know what? Learning this actually might help me with I'm working. Like I mentioned earlier that I've learned to code Snake. That was the first video I watched of it. But now I'm revamping it to be a little bit more complex. I have a cool game idea. And I'm currently at the point where I'm trying to position the board in the center of like a 1080 like 1080 by 1920 grid thing because I'm gonna have like sideboards and stuff with Snake things. So maybe working with this will help me figure out what I need. Why you do tiny games, people? Why you learn to make tiny games? Because you learn different things from it. OOP and a nice object oriented Collins for sure. Small scopes, like with small scope stuff, you can learn to not get bogged down by all the massive crap that is that you need to learn. Because like I want the one YouTuber that got me into doing this again, she was explaining like, so yeah, do a bunch of tiny games, And then after you do a bunch of like tutorial tiny games, you want to make something bigger, break down that big game into features. Break down each feature you want to have in the game and then make a tiny game based solely on just that feature. So that way you can learn how to do it before you amalgamate it into something bigger. And I'm like, genius. You're a genius. I don't know what it is about the way she explained it. You know what? I'm gonna shout her out. Let me grab her YouTube. I think her YouTube called Cozy. Yes, this is what huge programmers do. It was never broken down to me like that before, and it just clicked when she explained it. Maybe it's because it was woman-splained to me. Probably, maybe that's why. Yes, her YouTube channel is called Cute Games Club. She is amazing. I watched her video. First video that I came across was how to make your own girly games, and it just spiraled from there. And now here I am. Here I am. She's great. I've watched like all of her videos from her, starting from her dev journey, which was 10 months ago. Like she has some videos before then talking about like just different game thingies, but from like 10 months ago, the Mukbang fan game onward started her making a bunch of get herself on the practice. And I'm like, girl, I love this. I'm gonna follow in your footsteps. Do this now. So check out few games. Great. I think her name is Tessa. Yes. But anyways, that is my show. Now let's learn how to define the sizes of the segments. Ha! Hold on. Why are you turning red? Why are you turning red? Expected end statement after expressing found identifier instead. What do you mean? I'm defining a variable. I'm following along, doing exactly what. Okay, expected end of statement after expression. Okay. Yeah, correct. Okay. I'm inside the function. The function is defining both of these. What is wrong? Nice. Remove that and it's fine. And it's not fine. Mad. It's big mad. Hip break? Cell size equals. Dude! I forgot the underscore! Oh. Don't you love it? Raw, unedited, learning the game dev. Little moments like that. Press play. I didn't ask it to print anything. We'll have it print. So, oh, size. 200. All right. Awesome. Okay, we're good. We're back in it. Finding a new variable. Oh, will you please define what vector 2 means? Okay, he's gonna. Okay. But what's vector 2? Why is it vector 2 and not vector? I don't understand. Like, through the entire snake thing tutorial, I'm like, why is it vector 2 and not vector? We're only 13 minutes into this. Oh! Okay. Oh, wait, go back. I didn't even copy any of what you wrote. Go back. Okay. So we're defining variable grid position. Hey, Soler, welcome on in. How you doing? Vector 2 I. No! Vector I. And. Not there? Okay. So, saying the grid position is a vector integer, but it's going to be two coordinates. So it's going to be coordinates. So two different numbers. I don't know what vector 2 means. He hasn't defined it for me. Can you define what vector 2? I don't know. I just know it's a thing, and I used it when making my snake game this past week. But I have no idea what it means. Can you define it for me, please? I just know that it has to do with vectors and using two. Is it vector 2 because it's two coordinates? Is that what it is? And if I was in 3D, would it be vector 3? Is that what it is? A 2D vector class has X and Y. The map. Oh my god! I just. So if I was in 3D, would it be vector 3? I mean, yeah. Would it be? Oh, that's funny. I figured out as I was asking you to define it. God. No, it would be a vector. Oh my god! So a vector by default has 3 dimensions, and then a vector 2 only has 2 dimensions. Okay. Now we know. Now we know. Sick. Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay, so he's changing it up. What we need to. Okay, so here we are converting. So convert. Yesterday was Programmer's Day? Nice. Okay, so convert mouse position into grid location. And you're taking grid pos vector into then dividing it by sol size. Now, is it going to give us decimals? I have a feeling it's going to give us decimals. I'm sure I'm already thinking ahead of him. Probably already thinking ahead of him. But we'll see. Now we're printing out. Pause. Play it. Let me see. Is it gonna give us? It didn't give us decimals. Oh, right, because we use integer. And integers are always whole numbers. Yes. He's got it. This guy knows what he's talking about. 0, 0, 1, 0. Dick. Dick, bro! Okay. Dick. Dick. Are we hitting the next section? Okay. Good. Data array. Sorry, that plus was a keyboard accident. No worries. Okay. I think it's break time. This is heftier than I thought it would be. I thought, oh, this will be so easy. This tic-tac-toe video. I'll just follow it along and I'll be done it in like so quick. Yes, I talked for 20 minutes. We've been doing this for almost an hour. No, we did have some hiccups. We did have some technical hiccups. Taking longer than I thought. So we've been programming for about an hour now at the new. But okay, well, we are gonna take a break. It is really hard, and I'm coming to accept that a little bit more. But I would say doing it this way is helping by having, you know, people also being here and learning, helping a bit because of my side game that I'm doing. Yeah, I'm hitting a point where I'm just like, I don't want to touch this anymore. Learn this anymore, but I want to stick to it and keep at it. So it is hard. But we're gonna take a break. We're gonna take about a 10-minute break. I need it. Get up, stretch, grab a sneak. Wow, grab a sneak. Get up, stretch, grab a snack, grab a drink, take your meds if you got them, and I will see y'all in 10 minutes. BRB! Hello, I'm back. I lost track of if it was 10 minutes or not. My B, but I'm here. Or oh, what happened to my goal window? Goal widget. But I have a goal going. What happened to it? Oh. Oh, it fixed itself. It fixed itself. Okay. We're good. Okay. Oh, so I think I manually put in follow the follower goal. Oh, that's fine. Okay, we're back in it. Took my headphones off. I know I had my headphones on so I could watch the video, but I'm like, I play games with my headphones off. I'm sure it'll be fine. Y'all end up hearing the video double, then I'll you know, do some adjustments to audio, but it should be fine. Okay, back to this. Move the window back over. I'm like, go right here. All right, so we've figured out how to do getting the mouse click. Now we're doing grid data array. Yay. And let me back up a bit so I understand. Oh, okay, so it's going to be an array. So an array, I'm not exactly sure. Is he going to tell me exactly what an array is? Oh, these terms. I'm learning! Hello, it is. Okay. Function within his function. Okay, so he's doesn't want to put all of the eggs in the one basket kind of thing. And so he's going to have new game function. Conjunction junction, what's your function? Um okay. So with this new function, func game, there's no underscore in front of it. This is a function that we are making up and not already part of a good. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. So an array is going to be defined by square brackets, not round brackets. Array is just like a grouping of numbers, right? Like a series. Oh, we're learning to do it. We're thinking in portals, baby. So we're nesting. We're going to be making because so the array is going to have it's tracking whether or not there are markers in grid, like each spot on the grid. And so he created an array for like one row, 0, 0, 0. This means that there's no, so that's like one row of the array, but we need to have 3 rows. So we're going to be nesting and making a 2-dimensional array. We're double bracketing here. Okay, cool. We're double bracketing. No, hold on. And then we're having this happen 3 times. 2, Another square bracket. Dick. You know, okay, I understand now. At first, I didn't understand, but he's like, it doesn't look very pretty having it like this. So I'm gonna space these out on different lines. And I'm like, but it looks just fine. But I'm like, you know what? When you do it this way, it turns them into a grid. And then, yeah, I get it. Okay, he's explaining this. So he did a bunch of this like array stuff with brackets and rows in make video, and it's making a little bit more sense to me now that I'm watching this part. Okay. Oh, hold on, hold on. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, 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 okay. So, I'm not going to be able to explain it exactly the way you did it, but by doing this, by having it grid underscore data with two square brackets with zeros, hold on a second. The first one calls upon the first, because of the first bracket, goes to the first of this array, which would be this grouping. But then the second one goes into the first of the second set of arrays, because it's an array within an array. So this goes, okay, this one goes into the first group, because this is a 0. Because it goes, when doing it, you start from 0, you don't start from 1. So it's like, okay, go to 0, 0. Okay, so the first 0 leads me to the first grouping, and then the next second 0 takes me to the 0 of the within that first. But now we don't want it to do that. We don't want actual numbers. We want it to pick from where we click. Woo! So Y. We want it from Y position, X coordinate. So it's Y and then I typed in GERD position. I typed in GERD. Grid position dot X. Why is it YX? Ooh, okay. And then we're gonna print grid data. So that way we can see change. Okay, alright, let's test it out. Okay, so again, y'all can't see it, but you'll see the numbers pop up. I'm gonna click in the center. I'm gonna, again, you'll kind of, okay, I'm gonna click in the center, so it should show up in the exact middle. Oh, it did! It's working! It's adding on every time I click, it changes one of the cells into a 1. Until they're all 1s, baby. And then I click, if I keep clicking on the same spot, it's still 1. That's so cool! Okay. Mm-hmm. New variable. Okay, so we just changed the 1 to the new variable of player because we wanted to assign it to whatever player clicks on. For now, we're just assigning it to. Who is what now? Oh, okay, so player is multiplied equal -1. Now, playing it, every time you click, it'll show the 2 different players. So the positive plus, like the +1, which is right here, and then the -1, I'm gonna click right next to it. Ah, so cool, so cool. La 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 la. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I'm glad that y'all are at least able to see like the printing. I guess if I wanted y'all to see my pop-up windows, I'd have to like just have it capturing. Instead of capturing window, it's capturing desktop, which is a risky thing, and I don't know if I want to do that, but. Ooh, one potential bug. Ah! He pointed out the bug! Because if you click on the spots, I'm gonna click on the this one. I click it again, it changes it to negative, but we can't have that happen. You have to put in a catch. It's already filled, you can't do it! It can't be changed! Sorry, for one moment, his thing looked complete. Oh, he's gonna copy paste it. Two. Hold on. Dent every play. Hey, it's not doing it. I'm clicking and it's not changing anything. It's not doing it. Ah, sick. Okay. You know, I was poo-pooing on the print thing before, but I'm happy to have the. Okay. Ooh, okay. So he's not going to bring in the X and the O the same way he brought in the board. He's going to do it different because yeah, when you bring them in, it's automatically going to show them. Sick. How was he going to do it then? He's doing it the code way. This is tying it all together from my wondering about if there's another way of pulling things in other than just calling it. Yes. Okay, this is perfect. Wonderful. Going back to script. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, so we are doing an export variable circle scene. I assume it's that, and it's gonna be a pack scene. And look, it's oh, I did add that. Okay. Okay, it's adding it as a property. Ooh. Okay, so just like we did with the assets, I'm gonna open up the scene, click on circle, and then I'm gonna click on drag and put it there. Oh, new function. Okay, okay, okay. Pause. All right, this pause. Okay, so we've added in the circle scene. Bam. And so now it is part of the node, but now we need to make a new function so that way it's creating markers, players. Okay. Okay, so check for player. Okay, so this function, so we're defining a new variable. Interesting that we're doing it inside a function instead of on the top with the rest of the variables, but I'm sure that he has other wondering. But so this right here, instantiating doing exactly what did up here when we clicked when we did the board, when we pulled on the board using this thing. That's code is doing. Okay, my brain. We're 25 minutes into this. We still got. Can I do math? Can we still got 35 minutes ish of this video? I did not think this was gonna take me this, but it's okay. We're learning. Hey, we're here to learn. The stream is about learning, and if we had time, we would play a game. We definitely don't have time, but hey, we're here and we're having a good time. I'm having a good time. I'm learning. All right, let's go. Still gotta add it as a chart. Okay, hold on. I made a follow. We're adding child because we haven't added it as a child to the main known yet. Circle. So I guess that defines it. Getting to the point where like I've taken already so much information in my brain, my brain's starting. Before we add it as a child, we have to define where it is on the screen. Okay, hold on, a lot just happened here. Okay. So we're creating the marker. Okay, the function is create marker. I'm like, where did we define this? Okay, so we're using the function create marker. Player and position. Player is equal to 1. Then the variable circle gets defined, instantiated, gets pulled in. Circle position equals the position. Then add child to circle. So then it gets added to the main. Whoa, his looks weird right now. Okay. So create marker. It's done by player. So currently it's 1. Then you take grid position, cell size. So the cell size. What? Why are we doing the math here like this? All right, the cell size is equal to the board size divided by 3. Where did the grid position get? Grid position is a vector. Grid position here equal to event position divided by cell size. Why are we Oh, because the grid position. Okay. Because the grid position is a single digit. 0, 1, or 2. And the cell size is 200. So it's telling you where to place it. Okay. I press play. Okay, cool. I'm gonna press right here. These are huge. I forgot. This is huge. Oh no. How big did I make these? Oh, I think I did it by 500. Okay, let me resize these. Hi. How old are you? You're 300. Because I thought we were doing 900 by 900, but we're doing 600 by 900. We'll shrink you down. Save you. Shrink you down. And save you. Okay, now we're gonna go back into Godot. This. This. Bring these in. Back to cross. That. That. Save. Run the game. Yay. Perfect. And then it's showing what he's showing on his game. Well, that it's showing off center to like make these not off, make these more central to. Okay, hold on. Create marker plus. So now, okay. Okay, so like if I put it in the first row, so it's 0. So 0 times cell size is 200. Doesn't matter. It's gonna be at the 0. But then plus the vector size. Okay, cool. We're gonna offsetting. All right. Okay, it makes sense now. The math is mathing. So vector 2i cell size divided by 2. That's our y position. Cell size divided by 2. That's our x position. Exposition. Why is it doing this and why is it red? I didn't add a second bracket. Maybe? Oh, there. There we go. Oh, oh, oh. Things I didn't save. Bye. Hey! Can't click there. Yo, I got a tic-tac-toe. I got 3 on a roll. Okay, okay. Now I just assume I do the same thing for the X's. But again, y'all can't see it. Maybe I should. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can capture a second window, but it being run. So, okay. Hold on a sec. Play capture. Go capture. Go. Aim. Capture. What you called? You're called D. Yo. Okay. Okay. On a better experience, I got you. Right above. Cool. Okay, there we go. So that'll should in theory pop up every time testing out the game. So now y'all can see what I'm doing. Oh, yay! I should just need to try it again. Let me. Oh, nope, nope. Now it's showing double of the game. Okay, double of. Okay, that didn't work. Nope, that's what I want. Okay, that did not work out the way I thought. But hey, you got a preview of what it looks like. I can try it again. Hey, I got it to work for a little bit, so I'll show again an update. All again a little bit later. I don't think I'm gonna get through this entire video. I think what we're gonna do, I'm going to, once we finish doing the placing markers, I'm gonna call it. And then we can do the second half. Will we wait a full week? I don't know. Will I do a little? I'm feeling like it. Why not? We'll have a mid-week stream to finish off this. But yeah, I definitely don't feel like I'm gonna. Doesn't feel like I'm gonna. Sure, I have. Yeah, I'm barely going a couple minutes. Like now we're down to 40 minutes, and I have 34 minutes left in the video. 33 left. So yeah, definitely not finishing. But that's okay. Definitely do this next stream. I'll do maybe a little extra during the week. Not then have to wait till next week. But this is taking a lot longer than I thought. But that's fine. This is fun. I'm having fun. And I feel like I'm learning more from this tutorial. Like hands-on and what everything means. Than I did in the snake tutorial. But next time though, when we do start a new tutorial, I will make sure I have all the assets I need ready. I'll have to like rewatch and make sure I have everything in the assets folder. But anyways, I digress. Let's keep going. We now have a cross scene. All right. Putting the cross there. Work. Giving me an X. Why? Hold on. Oh, I'm doing the. I figured out why. It's because I was trying to put the image, not the actual scene. I gotta do this cross scene and put it in there. There you go. There you go. You already copied the image into the thing. Now you gotta put the scene into the thing. Ah. Oh. Alright. Yeah, my brain's getting tired. Back to the create marker function. Basically can copy it. Ooh. So he says we can either do like the if player equal to -1, or we can do an else statement because yeah, there's only other two options so far in there's only two options in this game. You know what, let's do the else just to be cool. He did it, I'm gonna do it. And now we're gonna change all this to cross. Why do you have an issue? Ah, you expected an indent. Ah. Oh, cross. I was like, why is this not working? Okay, cross was not fine. Okay, cross, 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 cross. Got a little ahead of him, I think. Oh, cool. He just showed a cool thing where you could do a find function and you can just find and replace. You can do it specifically for like areas that you selected so it wouldn't affect other things. Cool. Oh, now it'll work. Hold on. Save. Play. I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to show y'all. That way you can witness it. Witness me. Witness me make a game. But technically, this is technically, I did it. I made Tic-Tac-Toe, but not to. All right, here we go. You ready for this? Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Bam. O. Bam. X. Oh yeah, because well, we're technically not done because we haven't programmed it to recognize when a in a row is made. Yay! Yay! It's still printing out over here, which is fine. Ah, did it! We made a basic tic-tac-toe. Gotta get arcing. I think we should start. Dang, it's not capturing it. But hey, Art. With this technology, you could take over the world. I will. Hi. Play tic-tac-toe. Go for it. I see you. Oh no, you won! No, damn it! Damn it! The three corners! The three corners. I knew I should have went here. Yay! Oh, well, there is no win scenario.
You haven't gone that far?
No, I got this far, okay?
Okay. I wasn't sure.
As far as I got. A 30-minute video. 30 minutes, halfway through the video, this is where I got. Oh no, it's showing. Bam. Did it. I made that so far. Awesome.
No champ!
You won one game!
Undefeated!
Don't get out of here. A strange game. The only winning move is not to play. Exactly. Let's finish off this section. Actually, mine are the perfect size. I don't have to increase them at all. Okay, yeah, he's showing how you can Go into the transform. Ah! He just changed them to. Not next. Next time. Yeah, I think this is a good place to stop. We got the functionality of it down. We got game board set up. We got the X's. We got the O's, and we can place it on open panels that aren't being taken up. Sick. Awesome. Save. Never late to save. But yay! That's a good place to stop for today's stream. This was fun, despite the little hiccups we had. I had a good time. Hope y'all did too.